Hey everyone, how's it going? So today we are a few hours away from Fontaine's release, and this is going to be the last video I make before 4.0. So what better way to end off than making an account review, because going into Fontaine and Fontaine's entire chapter, I'm going to be doing things a bit differently. Going into Fontaine, I'm actually not going to be pulling on most of the characters. There are two characters that I really want, and that is Farina, as I'm sure most people do on the Hydro Archon, and the other is going to be Clorind, who, as most of you guys know, may have a very unique kit, something that we haven't seen before in Genshin. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to go through all my characters very quickly, as fast as we can. First we'll look at all the constellations, and then I'll show you guys my best characters when we get into the team comps. So firstly, Ayaka, C6, Kazuha, C1, Shenhua, C1, Komi, C0, she will probably stay C0 forever, Ito, C1, Zhongli, C0, Wanderous, C0. I am at very high pity on a guarantee right now, but I'm saving that for Yelan, although I do wish I could get Farazan Constellations. And then we have Xiao, who's C6, obviously my favorite character in the game, Xiao, my first 5-star that I brought home. He has to be C6, there's nothing about it. He's also R3 at the moment, but that's just from losing on weapon banners. Venti is at C0, Eula is C1. I did get C1 on her initial release, and I haven't played Eula that much. She doesn't have her best in slot weapon, and I don't think I will be going for it because I don't see myself investing in Eula that much. Ganyu C0, this is one character I wouldn't mind having C6 just because of the amount of damage you can do in a short time, and she's a bow character. Alright, Sino, another character I would really love to see 6. I know there's a lot of memes and jokes about Sino, and he's not like the most popular character, but I just think he's so cool, man. Yay Miko. Okay, I think I have something for electric characters, because Yay Miko is just such a nice character to have. She's so much fun, and she helps you get across, saving energy, moving around in a bus, and you can get off with a lot of damage with Yay Miko. She's very underrated, I would say. Like, if you have Yay Miko and you use her, you understand what I'm saying, that Yay Miko should be in a lot more team comps. It's just, she doesn't always fit. Electro doesn't fit with Pyro that well because Overloaded pushes enemies away from you, and it kind of kills your time, especially when the Abyss has like tough lineups. Like the previous lineup, 3.7's lineup, you could not overload because you are going to waste time by overloading. Raiden Shogun, C6 R1. I don't like to get more than R1. I don't think that's entirely necessary. Alhaitham C0. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan of Alhaitham when he released. I just thought, nah, I'm not too interested. I was running like 4-star weapons, Iron Sting, what is this one, Zephyr's Moonlight, things like that. I was running those weapons on him, and he's actually become one of my popular characters because I realized he's really good at low investment, and I'll show you guys when I get to the team comps what team comp I run him in. But yeah, there's my ratio, 88.7, 121. I don't know if that's good or not. Nahida, C2. I don't see myself going beyond C2 with Nahida. The relevance of Constellations on Nahida compared to other characters' Constellations, Nahida's is game changing. Nilou, oh my word, I absolutely love Nilou. I do want to get some Constellations for Nilou, hopefully one day, I don't know, but Nilou is absolutely so satisfying to use in the team comps I run with her. I have generally 2 team comps where we make use of Nilou's passive, the Bountiful Cause. I'm really happy that I pulled for Nilou on her rerun. Ayato, another character I wish I used more. Yelan, C0. I know it's quite surprising that one of the strongest characters in the game, I'm only at C0. I will be getting C1, and I'll be stopping there because I am saving to C6, the Hydro Archon, on release. Tartaglia, C0. He does have a nice ball though. He crits. This Tartaglia actually crits. I know many Tartaglias don't, but my Tartaglia, he does crit. I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite team comps in the game has Tartaglia as the main DPS, and you guys will see it. Yoimiya, C0. Hu Tao, C1. Diluc, C3. I'm not gonna go over 4 stars. Jean, C6. Kaching, C6. Techmarie, C2. Mona, C2, and Chi-Chi is C2. Alright, let me show you the best builds that I have by going over my favorite team comps. This is experience. It's just for friendship XP. The rest of these teams are teams I really like to use. So we'll start off with my favorite character in the game, Xiao. 2.7k attack. You can already tell that what his goblet main stat is. 85.5, 207. I think that's pretty decent. 105.8 energy recharge. And yeah, you can see here no anemo damage bonus. So you know what goblet it is. R3, we've already seen that. I farmed for quite a long time in this domain and I never really got the best pieces, but I got some pieces I'm happy with. This will be in the strongbox though, which I might land up strongboxing. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll show you how many spare artifacts and that I have available. Alright, next one. This is a nice piece. I'm quite happy with this piece. I don't think this will get much of an upgrade. We have our strongbox. Then we have our off piece over here. 40 crit value. Here is the goblet. This is why I run the goblet, because of the crit value and the amount of crit damage I get. If I run an anemo damage bonus, I lose a lot of damage output. And then we have a pretty average piece over here. So the two pieces that can really use an upgrade, the HP flower, the flower, not the HP flower, it's just the flower, and the circlet, and C6 triple crown. Alright, next character is Ayaka. This Ayaka was top 250, but I don't know if I'm still there, because I haven't touched Ayaka's build in a long time, and I'm pretty sure there are players that are getting better artifacts now. 2000 attack, just above. 43.9. I run Ayaka in a freeze team. 280.2, 133. This is a very good all-round build. Weapons, R1 Misplitter. Artifacts. Now, for artifacts, I actually have a lot of options because of the amount of farming I did for Ayaka. So I have like stat sticks somewhere here. Oh, I actually think I strongboxed the 40 crit value piece that I had. Damage output wise, this is my best piece, believe it or not. Compared to this and compared to this, actually I think this one might be a bit better, but I run this one for the look of the stats. The only piece that's letting me down is my feather. I do have this one, but obviously it doesn't look that nice. And I don't know, strongbox was just never nice to me when it came to the feather. I do have two options for the sands, but this one is just better for my build. Although elemental mastery doesn't affect this team at all, and HP pretty much the same. Defense would be a better addition. I still prefer this one for the crit rate. And then this is the circlet, which isn't bad. I would have preferred if it went into any of these three stats instead of defense percent, but hey, it happens. This cry damage bonus goblet is one of my best pieces, and I have to put it on one of my best characters. Best cry characters. Best characters on my account. Obviously Ayaka's gonna get this, even though Ganyu would benefit from this being on a 4-piece shim. Ayaka, this is favorite over this. Alright, next team comp. This is my Raiden team comp that I use for big damage. So 1.4k attack, basically 40 EM. 62.5, 144. It used to be less crit rate, more crit damage, but I changed it up around. 297.1 energy recharge. 46.6 electro damage bonus, R1. And of course, 4-piece emblem. 40 crit value on the flower. And we're getting a bit of EM. This piece can be upgraded, but I will be deciding when the strongbox is out on what I want to upgrade. If it will be emblem, if it will be vermilion, or maybe something else. I don't know yet. I am running an offset piece here. I used to run this one, which has got insane crit value, but now I'm missing this one because I don't need that much crit rate anymore, and I don't mind dropping down just a little bit. And then we have an inset electro damage bonus goblet. It's got nice substats, it just doesn't have the nice value on the substats. Those HP rolls killed it. And an inset crit rate circlet. Alright, next team, Tao. Tao I absolutely love. R1 Staff of Homer. First I gotta show that. 35k HP, 63 EM, 70.3, 221.4, 115.5. Pyro damage bonus 61.6. Pretty decent on the flower. There is room for upgrades though, but it would need to be perfect rolls. These are the 4 substats you'd want on Tao on the feather, and I'm pretty happy with it, but I would have liked more crit value out of it. At least higher rolls. on the crit damage. But yeah, this is my HP sense. I do have some other ones. I got this one here. Got this one that's on Yelan at the moment, but I need the crit rate. That's why Hu-Tao goes with this one. Inset pyro damage bonus. It's a pity that it's attack percent and not HP percent. Would have had a lot more value. Hu-Tao does have the lowest base attack. Keep that in mind. Of every character in the game, even less base attack than Barbara. So that 15% is not helping a lot when it comes to Hu-Tao. And then this one is this, yeah. It is what it is, man. I can strongbox, but I don't know. I'll probably be saving strongbox until Farina is released. Alright, this team comp is very special to me. Let me show you. Childe Build, 2k attack, 89, 177.5, nearly a perfect 1-to-2 ratio. Hydro damage bonus, 90.4%. He does his ascension stat is hydro damage bonus. Polar Star R1, D0, 8, 9, 10. And then artifacts. I've been farming this artifact set for this domain for the longest time now. So he's on a few decent pieces. Like we got some saved up here. But yeah, crit rate. This is where all the crit rate comes from basically. Hydro damage bonus. I think it's a fairly decent piece that we have here. And then crit rate 10%. That's the reason I run it. I do want to switch him over to 4-piece, but others don't have enough pieces yet. Hopefully I will have one before he reruns so that I can make a showcase and comparison. And how this team works is Otaglia creates the blooms and Toma just burgeons it all. It's absolutely broken, this team. You clear through enemies so quickly because of the amount of damage. You just slap on as much EM as possible in Toma. I do sacrifice a little bit for energy recharge. All you need to do is focus elemental mastery and substats on like energy recharge and max HP and you're sorted. Don't worry about crit rate. So this is one of my Nilou teams and I'll show you the Nilou build. I think the amount of HP doesn't really like matter to show you guys. The most important is knowing what set a player has on Nilou. And I run the 4-piece Paradise Lost. Triple Crown as well. I really love Nilou. And then this is the team comp that made me really start to enjoy Alhaitham. He is my main DPS, and then the rest of these are the supplying hydro. And the amount of blooms you create is absolutely absurd. I'll maybe show you some gameplay with this in the newer bus, but the amount of blooms that you can create with this team comp is absolutely insane. And then finally, we have Diluc. This is a team comp I want to build, but I'll only start building it properly once I have Wolf's Gravestone. If I ever get a Wolf's Gravestone, I'll be so happy the day that happens. That's going to be it for my character showcases. I don't think the others are too important to show you. I have a lot of characters that are built. Can I sort by level quickly? Most of these level 90 ones have a 4-piece set for themselves and a bunch of the level 80 ones as well. Inventory wise, these are my 5-star weapons, so we don't talk about this. This just happened recently. We don't talk about this. It was very early pity that all of this happened, but I'm very upset. I've got 2 purple donuts. I love my donuts, but not these ones. Artifacts. I have 1.2k. This is the most I've had on my account for a long time. And that's because if I get down here, and let me go slowly, I have about 50 rows of this level 0 trash artifacts that are just waiting to be strongboxed. It doesn't look like that much right now actually, but this is 50 rows. Let me tell you, I counted it earlier. This is 50 rows of artifacts that's just waiting to go in the strongbox. I will make a video on it when I eventually put them all in. And then these are just like some other things you can look at. Food wise, I was trying to get 100 of each dish, but then Genshin like gives you dishes and stuff, so it kind of messes up the numbers. But yeah, I try to keep good stock of most of the dishes. Bullets, ores, trees, everything I like. Fish. I do have the fishing achievement. I'll show you how many achievements I have. We do have 195 intertwined fates at the moment. and 27 fragile resin with 1 transient. That's from this week. This is just going to be popped off the Fontaine. And these are all going into C6 Farina whenever Farina releases. Hopefully it's later. I do swipe like twice a month, so I get 100 wishes per month, and then after the anniversary, if we get the top up bonus reset, that'll be like 150 extra wishes. So in total, I should be getting 350 extra wishes, plus 200, 550, plus like say another 150 from the patches, maybe 210. I don't know how many you get in total, but yeah, so we should be at around 700 wishes for C6 R1 Farina. That I'll be at least making a video on. And then we have a lot of teapot stuff because I create teapot gamers. I'll show you some of the best ones. It's pretty unique to my account. I don't know many other people who use them and use the codes, but I have a lot of furnishings available in the teapot. Achievement wise, I pretty much have all of them. 936 achievements. The only ones I don't really have is these ones. These are commission based ones though. And this one has taken me way too long. I should have it by now. It takes 291 days to get this achievement if you never miss like any day. Once every 3 days going into your teapot and changing it. I suck with managing these crops, but we nearly have this one. I think we're pretty decent where you go up 8 every 3 days, but I go up like 8 every 2 weeks. It's just commission based achievements that we're missing now, and then Kaya's hangout event, which also reminds me that everything on the map is 100%. So yeah, most of the chests, like I would say 98% of all the chests unlocked, all the sealies, all the way for all the time trials, everything like that in the chasm as well, and in Enka. I've never stepped foot into like chasm and Enka after 100%ing. So the recording has been going on for quite some time, and I did want to add the teapot game modes that I created into the showcase, but I don't think I'm going to. I do have like multiple videos on my channel of them, of people playing them, and just of like showcases of them. So there's Wanderer's Flight Academy, there's Ayaka's Tsubaki Training Ground, there is a Xiao course that I'm busy creating, there's one for Sayu, and there's other game modes that are like independent of characters. So there's Tiptoe from Fall Guys, there's some Squid Game inspired stuff. There's a lot of game modes, there's like over 12 of them. So there's a lot to go through. But yeah, that is going to be my account standing before Fontaine. I don't think character wise it will change too much. I will be saving a lot of resources because I won't be putting on every character, but we will be C6ing Farina and Chlorine at the very least. C6 R1 for both those characters. I'm very excited for them, very excited for Fontaine, and I'll see you guys in the next video.